When it comes to creating new garden beds or even revamping old ones, there's a lot of work that can be done. And for me, I've been focused on this area, so I've been adding a few structural plants like this one here, but the garden still needs a bit of colour and a bit of fun. This garden bed tends to get a decent amount of sunlight, so a bit in the morning and again in the late afternoon. I have picked out an assortment of plants that have a nice flower colour and great foliage. Here we have some of my all-time favourite plants, and this one here you would have seen me use quite a lot in different planters and around the garden, and it's called Huka, and it's a beautiful little perennial and it has great foliage colour all year round. They are fairly fuss-free too, which is another reason to love them. They don't require pruning or regular feeding to keep them happy, but they do enjoy growing in a nice humus-rich soil. Now take a look at these flowers here. How cheerful are they? We've got some tulips and beautiful tater-tate daffodils. And bulbs are great for the garden because not only can they fill a space nicely, they will multiply, so you'll get double the amount of flowers next year. I am also planting some colourful lavenders, which will flower all the way through the spring and spot bloom in the autumn. These are going to be fantastic for this area as this border garden is nice and close to where my veggie patch is. So these flowers will attract friendly pollinators into the garden. Adding mulch to a garden not only suppresses any weeds from taking hold, it helps with soil erosion, but it can also transform a garden by making everything look a lot neater. So I'm using sugarcane as it will last about 8 to 10 months before I need to reapply it. Lastly, I'm going to add a nice edge to this garden here, and using garden borders can really change the look and feel of your garden. And you can use absolutely anything. You can use old bricks or even old wood, but I've got something better in mind. This looped border edging from Jack is super easy to install, and it finishes off the garden bed perfectly. Simply push the steel legs firmly into the ground and there's no digging required. It's also modular, so you can add or remove panels to fit any size garden.